Okay, we are on Maaser Sheni, Perek Hey Mishnah Yud. In the past few Mishnayot, we've been talking about Biur Maaserot. We've been talking about how you do Biur Maaserot, how you get rid of the Maaserot, how you designate Maaserot, etc., etc. But after Biur Maaserot, there's something called Viduy Maaser. And Viduy Maaser appears in the Psukim. Okay, we've learned actually, and I'll just show you, we've learned the Psukim of Maaserot, of Biur. We've learned these psukim when we introduced Viduy Maaser. When you finish taking off the Maaser on the third year, the year of Maaser, you give to the Levi, etc. The ger, the ayatom, the almana, the stranger, the orphan, the widow, and they're happy, etc. And then you have to say, this this is the beginning of what's called Viduy Maaserot. You have to say the following thing. You have to say the following. Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayit. And the reason we're learning the psukim in depth is because the next few psukim, the next few mishnayot are going to actually just be halachic exposition of these psukim. So we're going to read the psukim and then we're going to see them in the Mishnah itself. And you should say the following. Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayit. I have liva'er. I have destroyed the Kodesh, all the trumot and ma'asot from my house. V'gam netativ, la levi, la ger, la yatom, va'almana. I've given it to the Levi, the stranger, the widow, the orphan, the widow. Like you have commanded me. And every word we're going to see, every phrase has meaning. I have not violated your mitzvah, I have not forgotten. Oni means be'oni, from aniyut, from an onain, in my mourning. I have not destroyed it when I'm tameh. I have not given it for the purposes of the dead. Shamati b'kol Hashem Elokai. I have listened to the voice of Hashem, my God. Asiti kechol asher tzivitani. I've done everything you have asked me. So all of these things, when the Mishnah is going to discuss in the next few Mishnayot, what does it mean? Shamati b'kol Hashem. I didn't give it be'oni mimenu. What are you not allowed to give it for? Etc. And then the Mishnah ends in a very beautiful. The prayer ends with a very beautiful idea. The biur hashkiva mim'on kadshecha min hashamayim. Look down on us from the heavens. Ubarechet amcha et Yisrael. You should bless your nation Israel. Ve'et ha'adama shenatata lanu. And the land you have given us. Kasher nishbata la'avotenu, like you promised to our forefathers. Eretz zavat chala u'dvash. A land flowing with milk and honey. So this is a beautiful tefillah. When you finally do a Biur Maaserot, it's like one of the, very rarely is there such a beautiful expression of we have done what we've asked Hashem. We've fulfilled our mitzvot. And just get goosebumps thinking about it. So that's our Mishnah. That's the topic of the Mishnah that we're going to read in the next few Mishnayot. Actually, the next 4, Yud until Yud Gimel, and then there's 2 more Mishnayot at the end of the Masechet. Okay, it says the Mishnah. In Mincha, on the last day of Pesach, they would recite the Viduy Maaserot. So I just want to point out, it's interesting. It says Yom Tov Ha'achron, and in the previous Mishnah, let's see where that was. The Mishnah Vav. When we started talking about Biur, the Mishnah said, Erev Yom Tov Rishon Shal Pesach Haya Biur. That is, that they would do Biur on Erev Yom Tov Rishon. So how come here it's Erev Yom Tov Rishon, and later on, why do they do the Biur on Yom Tov Rishon, and then they do the Viduy on Yom Tov Achron? So the Bar Tanura says something interesting. The Bar Tanura says, let's go back here to Mishnah Yud, okay? Lo yu mitvadim b'yom tov rishon yarach harabir. They wouldn't do Viduy right away. Kedei sheyelem mayochal b'regel. They have to have something to eat. Hilkach erev yom tov rishon haya mevaer umeshayer ad yom ha'achron. They would do Biur, but then they would leave over, because remember, they're doing Biur of Maaser Sheni. So if they got rid of their Maaser Sheni, if they were in Yerushalayim, then they would have nothing to eat. So they would save it until Yom Tov Achron. Another solution that I want to remind you of is that the Kahati noted that according to the Rambam in Mishnah Vav, the Girsa also was Yom Tov Achron, that they would do both Biur and Viduy on Yom Tov Achron. Ketzad haya Viduy. So how did you do Viduy? What was Viduy? Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayis. Another commission is going to extrapolate each pasuk, each element of the pasuk. Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayis. That's from the pasuk. Zeh Maaser Sheni v'Neter Ravai. This refers to Maaser Sheni and Neter Ravai. They're called Kodesh. And then we said, V'gam, it's V'gam nitativ la Levi. I've given to the Levi. Says the Mishnah, is there Maaser Levi. And then let's go back to the Pasuk. Okay? Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayit. We just learned that, we just did that. Bi'arti HaKodesh min habayit. Then we said, V'gam nitativ la Levi, la ger, la yatom, ve'almana. Okay, I've given it to the Levi. So we said the Levi, that referred to Maaser Sheni. Okay? V'gam nitativ. Okay, the emphasis here is I have also given. V'gam nitativ. Zed truma u'trumat maaser. So the words nitativ, v'gam la Levi is for the maaser. Gam nitativ, we'll mark it, is that's truma and trumat maaser. The pasuk continues. La ger la yatom v'la almana. When the pasuk says, I've given it, v'la ger la yatom v'la almana. Okay, that refers to. So now we've listed the whole pasuk. That refers to. Ze maaser ani. That refers to what do you give the ger, the stranger, the orphan, and the widow. This is Maaser Ani, haleket, v'shikha, v'apeah. And that also includes leket, shikha, and peah. The produce that we left, that we learned about in way back beforehand, in Masechet peah, right? Masechet peah. Okay, truma, that refers to leket, shikha, and peah. That you give those are called matnot aniyim. Okay, so the Mishnah says, Afa pisha einam akvim et viduy. They're not leket, shikha, and peah are not ma'asrot technically. Okay, they're not part of Viduy. If you didn't give leket, shikha, and peah, you can still recite the Viduy. Nonetheless, it's included okay, they're included in this idea of I gave you layatom ba'amana. Min habayit, and so let's go back to the pasuk. Bi'arti hakodesh. Min habayit. The words min habayit, those refer to zochala, and that refers to chala that you have to give from the dough to the kohen. All right, we're going to continue. The next Mishnayot are going to continue extrapolating the rest of the psukim as we go along to understand the essence. This is called midrash halacha. Understand what each word in the psukim means vis-a-vis biur master. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, email me at rspolter@gmail.com, and we'll dedicate I'm in the wrong place. And we'll dedicate the learning of this Mishnah to the memory of my father. Here we are, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman.